Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn with Sam and Ash. In this video, we're gonna tackle a problem. I don't have proper speaking partners to practice English. What can I do? Please understand, this is a problem which every next person will be facing if they're trying to enhance a language. Imagine yourself to be speaking in Spanish. You will face the same challenge that I don't have partners to practice Spanish. How can I enhance it? Moreover, it commonly happens with people who are trying to enhance a language at home, and that's what the real agenda is. If you don't have the right set of environment, if you don't have people around you to practice in this language, you need to start the journey at home. And while doing it, you will definitely face this challenge that I don't have partners to practice. Let's tackle this problem with the help of 4 solutions that I have collected for you. The first solution is repeating quote 1 per week. Or if you are somebody who want to do it aggressively, you can repeat 1 quote per day. For example, laughter is the best medicine. This is one of the common quotes that we might have learned back in school, and if you remember it properly, you have never ever focused on the grammar part over here. You have never focused on the structure of sentence over here, because this was a quote that you were able to use directly. Laughter is the best medicine. And that's what you really have to do on daily basis. You can collect several quotes from internet. 1 quote per day will help you to get accustomed to the tone and the pronunciation of that particular sentence. And the beauty of revising quotes is you don't have to focus on the grammar part, and you will be able to collect so many quotes on a weekly basis. I have provided several quotes in the description box in a PDF as well. You guys can pick some of them from there and start practicing it from now onwards. Another advantage of doing it, that next time when you're actually talking in front of somebody, you will be remembering so many quotes that you can use in that moment, and you will feel so pretty damn good about yourself. You will feel confident about yourself that you were able to speak a sentence with proper grammar and pronunciation. That brings me to the second solution. 365 days extensive English course. Now, this is an information that I wanted to share for a long time. We are relaunching our 365 days English classes. In those classes, you will actually get an help to practice in English. There are 2 things that we will be exclusively doing in that platform. Number 1, we'll be conducting 60 live sessions where you can get instant feedback from us. You will be able to practice on certain activities in English, and I'll be there to help you with a proper feedback on that. Every information that you need regarding that course is on english.learnwithsamandash.com. The new batch is starting on 15th of February, and it's going to be for 60 sessions. Second most important thing that's going to happen in that course is you will be able to find speaking partners to practice in English. No matter if you are at home, and probably after COVID, this is a common thing that everybody has to face. You are not able to go out and talk to people. You are not able to go out into your companies and your offices to practice this language. The only option you have is to practice at home. And in order to enhance that journey, we'll be providing you speaking partners from the students itself to practice in English. Every day, you will book a slot of 15 minutes with your partners, and you will be practicing with them. Third solution to this problem is immerse yourself. There is a technique which a lot of researchers has told us to do, and that is called as immersive learning. When you immerse yourself into a learning process by creating an environment at home where you are only listening to English, reading English, writing English, and most importantly, speaking in English. Immerse yourself into this process as to an extent where you make it a necessary move for you that you have to speak in this language even though it's not required. And second most important thing in this category is you will be creating an environment by pasting certain sticky notes around, by having English books around you, by watching English movies for yourself, and most importantly, plug your earphones and listen to the podcasts that are available online. And that brought me to an interesting fact that we have launched our podcast on Spotify exclusively. You can visit the podcast page and you can find interesting information. You can listen to us, watch us. That will help you to create an environment by plugging your earphones and listen to us wherever you want. Okay, the more you listen, the more you immerse yourself into this process, the better the results are. Believe it or not, I have done it for a long amount of time in my life, and it has definitely enhanced my language. It has enhanced my pronunciation too. Adding to this particular point, you can also actually revise certain paragraphs. For example, if you visit online, you will find 5 lines paragraph. You try to learn that paragraph as it is. Making this habit of learning a language is actually equally effective. For example, back in school, we had a lot of speech competitions, debate competitions, and I was so enthusiastic to be a part of them. I didn't realize that those particular events created a huge impact on my life. Every time I had to deliver a speech on stage, at home, I practiced a lot. And what I was doing to practice, I was learning it. And secondly, I used to stand in front of the mirror to practice my speech. 2 things were happening in that moment. When I was learning those things, I was actually collecting data. I was trying to prepare myself to face any situation where something was unknown to me. Certain quotes that I have learned through those speeches, I was able to use into my life. And secondly, when I was practicing in front of the mirror, I was avoiding unnecessary activities that I do. I have a habit of blinking my eyes a lot when I try to talk to somebody, and I was able to recognize this mistake while I was speaking in front of mirror. I still do it, but at least now I'm conscious about it, and every attempt that I could give to stop this habit, I try to do that. Second thing that happens with this activity is that you are able to gain that confidence that, okay, this is how I sound when I speak in this language. So every time I have to speak in front of unknown people, I will be aware of certain pros and cons of my speech. I'll be aware of certain goods and bads about my speech. And if somebody points it out to me, I will already be confident about it. Fourth solution of this problem is start having a conversation with yourself. I had already created a video on this where I told you the benefits of starting a conversation with yourself. Try to find the link over here or maybe in the description box as well. And the benefit of trying to have this self-pep talk with yourself is actually an interesting one. Imagine, look around yourself. You will find so many things happening. Everything that's happening around in your surrounding is actually a topic to prepare a conversation. If you see a mobile phone, you start to have a conversation with yourself. You can try to create an imaginary world where you're talking to yourself about mobile phones. You can say, character 1, I recently purchased a mobile phone with the help of the money I got from my father. Second person can say that, hey, isn't that interesting how your father is still giving you money? I can say that I am so lucky in that case that my father is so considerate. This conversation that you're having with yourself is without judgment. You will be not facing the judgment. You will not be afraid of making mistakes, because this is what we really need to do. All the process of enhancing a language are always very simple. They are so simple that people don't try them much. They think, what benefit can actually happen if I talk to myself? What benefit can actually happen if I stand in front of mirrors and do it? The benefits are immense. I am the live example of that, because I have done it so many times in my life that I have changed the entire perspective of me speaking in this language. Finally, what I really want to say here is, if you want us to create content on any other such themes, please write in the chat box or the comment section. We'll pick the questions from there. We'll create a video on it. No question is smaller. No question is poor. I would say that every question is important. Any problem that you guys are struggling with, I'm here to help you by creating a content on that based on the research that I'll be doing in the way. Okay, so please send us your questionnaire so that we can create content on that. And secondly, subscribe our channel and visit our podcast page on Spotify, so that also press the bell icon to never miss an update. Okay, press the bell icon on YouTube as well to never miss an update. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.